just because we do have a couple girls that we were able to get found orphaned in the wild, and so they spent their first 2 years of their lives with their mom and actually learned how to hibernate from her. And so because of that reasoning, we actually are able to hibernate our bears here at the park. And you can see those 2 girls right over there. Coming over is Russell, and Claire is the one that's laying under the tree over there, just taking a nice long nap. And they are 31 and 30 years old.
Oh, wow.
As opposed to these guys is 14. But hibernation is kind of a cool process here at the park. We start slowing our bears down in the weeks coming close to Halloween. Every single year we'll bring them in on Halloween and start just putting them back and forth between a couple of rooms in their huts. And all during this time when we're slowing them down, we give them a lot less food that they really appreciate. Give them stuff that's a little bit more bland, they don't like as much. So we'll start giving them like broccoli and cauliflower and peas, spinach, stuff like that they're like, I'm not really so sure about this, so they start to eat a little less of that. But the thing about that food is it's really high in fiber. Starts to build up what we like to call a fecal plug or a butt plug in their digestive system. So it just slows everything down. And then during the first couple of days after we bring them in for hibernation, they'll start to just stop eating, and they'll actually stop going to the bathroom as well. And at that point, we know that it is time for our bears to actually sleep. We'll bring in a bunch of hay for them. They'll rip those hay bales all apart and make really nice beds for themselves, and then they'll go to sleep. And it really just depends on the weather for how long that they're actually going to be sleeping. So this last year, they woke up kind of mid-March, which was pretty late. And then last year, the year prior, they woke up actually on Valentine's Day, and that's when they decided to come outside, which was a little bit ironic because a couple weeks after they came outside, it snowed. Yeah. So we were like, okay, well, winter came a little bit late, but that's okay. But these boys are just kind of showing off some of their behaviors. These are all behaviors that we have taught them over time just to help to do some pre-veterinary care. So by opening up their mouths really wide so we could see their teeth, we're able to just see if there's any problems. Mac, when he opens up his mouth, you'll notice that he has a root canal. Actually, he's got a little bit of a silver tooth. And that's just because when we were doing this sort of training with them, keepers noticed that he had a rotten canine. Ooh. And so we were able to bring a human dentist actually from Roseburg to come and do a root canal on a bear, which I think is probably one of the best dinner time stories that you literally could ever have. Right. Oh, guess what I did today? All right, so I do have these apples for you guys to throw to the bears. So I know this is going to be your guys' favorite part. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this to you.
I'll let them.
And I just ask that you don't ask for any of the behaviors that Alexi was asking the bears for, but they do know their names pretty well, and so you could ask them to specifically look at you. And so